Hi, I'm Brent Knox, one of the pastors of Evergreen Community Church, and I'm here to give you a video tour. Now, isn't that great? You can take a tour of Evergreen Community Church even before you come. Because I know that there's a lot of fears that people have about visiting a church for the very first time. Questions like, where do I go? Are there going to be people there like me? What weird things happen in this church? Will my kids be safe? And the most important question of all, where's the bathroom? I'm hoping that your fears will be alleviated by taking this tour of this building. Now, the first thing you need to know about Evergreen is that we're a multi-site church. There are 5 Evergreen locations in the city. This is the Evergreen Bloomington location. This is the mothership. This is where it all started. And actually, we started 20 years ago at a school in Bloomington called Oak Grove Intermediate School. About a year ago, we purchased this building here and we renovated it, and that's the tour that I'm going to give you today. You come right on in. First thing you'll notice is a wide space here off to your left. This is our gathering space. This is where people tend to congregate after our service. I'll talk to you about that later, but you're going to take a quick right and it goes right into our auditorium. Now here's our auditorium. You're going to notice a bunch of playing around in the background. Our youth band is practicing at the moment. We're going to try to do this while they're practicing. You notice though that this auditorium is a 180-degree circle surrounding a concrete thrust stage. This used to be a round school library with classes built around it, and with help of the previous tenant, we renovated this into an auditorium. You'll notice the pillars all around that kind of marked out where the previous classrooms were. This offers us some interesting sightline issues, and so we helped correct the sightline issues with monitors. You'll notice the monitor there. We show videos and PowerPoint from time to time. We enjoy music here at Evergreen, so we put in a state-of-the-art sound system. There's one of our speakers here. And if you notice right here behind you, we've got comfortable chairs with a wide enough girth for everybody. So, I want to show you now some of the sights and sounds of a regular service here at Evergreen Community Church. Came a point in our conversation when I just had to take a step of faith and open my mouth. And you know, some of you tried to influence other people for Jesus Christ. When that moment comes, right? And you just need to... Okay, now, that was the auditorium. What if you need to go to the bathroom? Where do you take your kids for childcare? Where do you go to get a cup of coffee? And where do you go to get information about Evergreen Community Church? Well, we're in the gathering space area here, and you'll notice right across these walls here are information kiosks, information holders for Evergreen Community Church. There's more information here than you would ever possibly want to know. This is great bedtime reading, real snoozer stuff, but if you want to know more about Evergreen, this is the place to go. And then, follow me over here. In the far wall of the gathering space area, you'll find a sign. This sign tells you pretty much where to go in this church. If you want refreshments, you go that way. There's a whole nother half of this gathering space, and it's over there that we serve coffee and donut holes. Notice the children, you go that way. Restrooms, you go that way. We're going to take a little quick tour of the women's restroom, because I heard women's restrooms are always nicer than men's. So, follow me. It's just a few steps. You notice the women's room sign right here? You can see it in the gathering space area, easy to find. Here's the women's restroom. Better knock, just make sure no one's in there. Anybody in there? Boy, I hope not. Anyway, come on in. This is the women's room. Lots of stalls. It's nice. There's a children's changing table in here. And it's nice. Better than the men's. Anyway, that's a tour of one of the restrooms. The men's restroom is just right down the hallway here. Let's take a couple steps, because a few steps away is a junction that is the most important junction in the whole church building. And if you'll notice, right down this hallway is a very long hallway that I call the Miracle Mile. It seems like it's about a quarter of a mile long, but from this hallway you can find everything else pertaining to this church. We're going to take a walk down the hallway and I'll show you. Now as we start down this long hallway, one of the most important rooms that you'll want to know about is our video cafe library, first door on the left. But anyway, here you get the chance, if you want, to bring your children who might be noisy or need their mom and dad, but you don't have to miss the service. There were 2 monitors in there. You can see the PowerPoint and you can see the service all at the same time. And take care of your kids. Wonderful space. Toys for the kids. Nice chairs for the adults. I think you'll like it in here, okay? Let's take a walk farther down the church hallway. Again, on your left is what we have, a gym here. Technically, it's a gymette. Used to be an elementary school. But here is where we throw the kids when they have excess energy. But we do other things in here, too. We have a packing station for Kids Against Hunger, and we pack food and send it to Haiti and various places in the world. And we do other recreational things in here. One of the next signs that you will see is this sign says Promised Land. We have childcare during the Sunday services from nursery all the way up to 6th grade. Promised Land is for grades 1 to 4. There are several check-in stations for kids when you bring your kids to the childcare and Sunday school program here at Evergreen. I want to show you the Promised Land room. It's a great room. I think your kids are going to have a great time in here. So come on in and I'll show it to you. Notice in here today we got tents set up. We got a camping site set up. This is where our children learn a very practical lesson, learn about the Bible, and apply Jesus Christ to their life in a great way. I think your kids are going to have a great time here. I think you're going to have a great time here too. The next blue sign you'll see is the nursery, ages 0 to 2. There are 2 rooms here. One is for the busy bees, ages 1 and 2. And here's the room for that. You'll notice it's well equipped and a lot of great toys, small little chairs for small little kids. And down this little adjacent hallway is the nursery for infants, and we have comfortable chairs for the child care helpers and a crib there in the corner. And it's just a wonderful nursery. Your very young child will have a great time here too. The next station that you'll see for checking in children is the Discovery Years, ages 3 to 5. There are about 3 check-in stations here for children, depending on how old that they are. So 3 to 5 here. Bring your children down here if that's how old they are, okay? And finally, at the end of this long hallway, we got the beginning of our youth area here. You'll notice that there are tables. There's a kind of a check-in area there. We got refreshment machines on either side. There's bathrooms over there. And at the end of this long, spacious hallway, we have a ping pong table, foosball table, and a pool table. And I want to show you at least one room where our teens hang out in. This is a great space, by the way. We designed this so the youth could be together recreationally. That's where great relationships are built. We have a bunch of food here that we collected in our community that we're going to be donating to Source Ministries, which is downtown, which is an outreach to teenagers who are homeless in downtown Minneapolis. Anyway, why don't you walk into one of our rooms here for the teens. And a little messy, kind of like a bedroom at home, but this is where they meet. One of the meetings, we got a sound booth here, the band plays up here, a bunch of seating, and youth here have a great time. One of the things that we try to do here at Evergreen Community Church is emphasize the young. We're trying to pass the baton of faith off to the next generation. Hey, that about does it for this tour of Evergreen Community Church. I'm glad that you were with us here today. And in closing,
I'd like to just say that Evergreen Community Church is more than just a building. It's a gathering of people, a gathering of growing people who are hoping to be just like Jesus Christ. Our goal here at Evergreen Community Church is to make compassionate Christians. We believe that we need to be in this world seeing needs and moving towards that to meet those needs. This world needs committed Christ followers, and we hope that you will join us in that end. So I hope to see you soon, and if you see me, come up to me, put out your hand and say, hey, I saw you on that video. Thanks for taking a tour with us here at Evergreen Community Church.